Tune in at 7 p.m. for a national first in live streaming, featuring your host, Tom Panos.
You're going to see the first time ever a live stream, not on a mobile phone, not on an iPad. This is television technology brought to you with my partner, Industry Media, where you're going to have great information on how you're going to have the best 12 months of your life. See you at 7 o'clock.
The Chief Operating Officer of News Corp, he's
Live
also
in less than
the brother.
2 minutes. Real Estate Agents of Australia. Tune in at 7 p.m. for a national first in live streaming, featuring your host, Tom Panos.
47.
Tonight's guest speakers,
He's now a has-been though.
with Damien Eels, Gavin Rubinstein, Tom Ferry. This live stream program brought to you by News Corp and Industry Media. Tune in at 7 p.m. for a national first in live streaming. Live in 30 seconds.
You're going to see the first time ever a live stream, not on a mobile phone, not on an iPad. This is television technology brought to you with my partner, Industry Media, where you're going to have great information on how you're going to have the best 12 months of your life. See you at 7 o'clock.
Live from the Star on the Gold Coast, your real estate gym coach, Tom Panos.
This guy here, mate, Gav, this is off the cuff, because tomorrow we got a full interview, a proper interview that we're doing on stage. This is just informal. I want to ask you, mate, like, how old are you?
I just turned 30 last November.
30 years, 30. Okay.
I'm getting old.
Children.
I'm getting old.
Hey, you're going to come on next, right? Can you come on?
But hold on, do you know what's crazy? I've been selling houses since I was 19.
You've been selling houses since the age of 19.
So I'm 30, but a veteran of the game at 30.
Gav, I want to ask you, to every person in this area here today, what is the number one reason why you smash it more than any other 30-year-old in the business, Australia, New Zealand? Why is it?
I'm hungrier than the others.
You're hungrier than the others?
No secret.
That's it?
Absolutely no secret.
So you're telling me that I can be dumb and I can be hungry and I'll make up for it?
Are you saying I'm dumb?
I'm not saying you're dumb. I just think that's a broad, but you think that that's what it is. Is it just hungry? Is there anything else?
I'm obsessed. You know, I'm obsessed with every intricacy of every facet of what makes up a successful real estate agent, and I'm dedicated. And I've got a phenomenal team, and we implement day in, day out to ensure we're at the top of our game.
How many people you got in your team?
4 others.
4 others.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've been with you a while?
Long time,
yeah?
which is unusual in a real estate business, right? Because real estate agents usually have high turnover with regard to staff. But, you know, I motivate them, pay them well. You've got to pay your people well. And we've got a phenomenal culture.
But the other thing is, what I couldn't get over is I said to him on the plane here, mate, your PR agency is unbelievable. And he said to me, I don't have a PR agency. Is that, you do it yourself?
100%.
Everything you do on your own?
You have to. I mean, it's part of 2018, but 19, 20, 21 and beyond is digital. Right, so I place importance on that. I put a lot of care in it, and in conjunction with Skyline Media, who put the videos together, we put effort into producing some phenomenal content.
So, can I ask you, social media, you're massive. Facebook or Insta, what do you prefer?
I like both, but I prefer Insta.
Insta? And Insta Story you love? Tommy Ferry talked about it, but how many times did you post on Insta Story a day?
Look, it depends. It depends. I think social media is important, but it's secondary.
Right.
First, you got to focus on the work. You got to do the deals. You got to do right by the clients. You got to put in the effort. And then once you have the results, you use that as content to put out. Without the work, which a lot of people forget about today, you got nothing.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people forget Google only likes you when other people like you, right? That's the way the algorithm works, right? And Gav Rubinstein, mate, and the other thing that, like, at 30 years of age, you're big on social, you're big on digital, you're also, like, last week, 20 pages in print? Like, I would have thought someone that is like 30 years of age is sort of past that.
No, look, I think as we're coming into a changing economy, you got to do everything. You know, particularly vendors, owners of properties, they're going to be looking for excuses to talk about why the price is lower. And your job as an agent is to not give them any excuses. So you've got to cover every single base throughout that process to ensure you do everything to completely execute in the best form.
Gav, to every guy and girl sitting here today and everyone on the camera, big shout out. If they're a guy or girl that is in stuck mode now, right? They're struggling, right?
Yeah.
What is a prescriptive solution that you can say to them, just do this, just do this? What would it be to everyone out there on this camera right now?
Energy management.
Energy management.
You need to focus on the things that pick you up. You need to harness those, right? To ensure that you focus on that every day so you're doing better and better. And you need to identify the bad stuff and cut that the hell out of your life.
Can I ask you, what picks you up, Gav?
A lot. We don't have enough time.
We haven't got time. Gang, give him a big round of applause. Gavin Rubinstein. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Gang, we're going to get Tom.
We're getting a lot out of us.
Right,
Thank you,
we're going to
thank
get Tom Ferry wired up. We just need a few moments. Gang, let me just run through some of the other things. Here he comes now. Beautiful. That's happening as we speak. So, guys out there watching this Sunday night rant, I got to tell you, some of the things that have been coming out of AREC is the fact that probably the most important thing that's been coming out of speakers is having a clear why, having clarity, not therapy. And I think that most people actually need that. Here he comes on. He's all right. Beautiful. Big round of applause, Tom Ferry, the man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Tommy, the rain's starting to come down. I just want to ask you, like right now, mate, you're up there, the top of your field. Top 3 things that you can give our viewers out watching this live stream about smashing it in real estate. What's the success stories?
Well, first of all, hey everybody. Hey everybody, you guys having fun? That was very lame. Are you guys having fun? Wow, more drinks. Where's New's going? So depending upon where you are in the world and depending the type of business that you have, the biggest challenge that people face today, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, is differentiation. So why should I list with you versus the competition? If you look at the trends that I see, hi Dolly, good to see you. I get to step inside the offices of Google and look at the data that they show. We know that the #1 reason that agents get selected today is the word trust. The challenge though is that's an easy word to say and it's a fun word to talk about, but how do you create demonstrable trust? How does your brand, your marketing, your imaging create trust? So in our work with our clients, we say the #1 way to do it is to be authentic, be real, and be on video all the time. 3 years ago, I got in front of about 7,000 agents in a room and 10,000 on a live cast and said, if you're not producing content on a weekly basis on Facebook, now Facebook Live, on YouTube, you're simply hiding from consumers, you're acting like a secret agent. So that's really the first thing. Be the knowledge broker in your town. Be the Dolly Lenz who gets up, in her case, on CNBC and all these fabulous shows, but for all of you, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, talk about your local market, talk about the transactions, have you on video sitting in your office doing a behind the scenes, talking about how you're marketing this property or how you took this complex real estate transaction and were able to solve the problem for the customer. You do that on a weekly basis and people not only understand your heart, but they understand your professionalism. And that's the great differentiator today. Because otherwise, it's just, you got a yellow brand, you got a blue suit, I got a black suit, nobody knows.
So Tommy, what you're basically saying is pretty much everyone's become a media company in this new world. You've got a platform, right? I know that we're at a News Corp function, but the reality is what you're saying is if you've got video, you can give people a backstage view of what you're really doing.
100%. Listen, in 2007, I launched my first YouTube channel, and a bunch of my competitors, my contemporaries, all said, we can't believe you're doing this. You're giving away all your content for free. And my response was, you're exactly right. I want to get to know as many people as I can. And I want people to decide if they hate me or they like me long before I ever meet them. And that was in 2007. Today, you can put that on steroids because you can do it, again, Facebook Live and all these other vehicles.
So, Tommy, there's no more blind dates in business, isn't it? I mean, the
No.
deal's been worked out before the deal, isn't it? I mean,
No, 100%. And by the way, just a little shameless promotion for a company I love right now. There's a software called Crystal Knows. Crystal Knows. And what this allows us to do is before I actually go have a meeting with you, of course, I'm going to look at your social graph and I'm going to look at you on LinkedIn and all the other, like, who is this guy, Tommy, right? But then I can hit this Crystal Knows button and I can know instantly your disc profile, your motivation, the language that you want to use that would be influential to you and your decision-making process. See, to me, it's ridiculous that a sales agent would walk into an appointment today and not know everything about the customer before they show up. Because believe me, the consumer's doing the research on you.
Okay, so gang, what's happening right here is a bit of a Australia, New Zealand first. We're doing a live stream, television quality. We're actually doing what you talk about, Tommy. We're doing it.
In the rain.
In the rain. So gang, have I got time to get Dolly on? Yeah? Tommy, one final tip to everyone here and to all our viewers. What's your #1 tip for success in business, in real estate?
You know, here's my #1 tip. There is no one tip that makes you successful.
That's it.
It is 1,000 things that we all do, mostly our mistakes. That's what makes us great. It's that growth mindset you were mentioning earlier. That's all I got.
Big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, my friend. See you guys.
Okay. Gang, looking into the camera, rain's pouring down here. What we're going to have is Dolly wired up. Why have we got Dolly? Dolly is a major New York realtor. She's also the Murdoch's real estate agent, and she's going to come on for a few moments and just tell us basically what she spoke about at AREC. Okay, she's coming on. Rain's coming down. Hey, Dolly.
Hey,
how you going?
How are you? Oh, sorry.
Oops. All righty, we're on? Okay, beautiful.
Great event. Congratulations to everyone who organized this. Wow, I met so many people and learned so much from this audience. I cannot tell you. Congratulations.
Dolly, I want to ask you, expensive properties that you sold in New York, what sort of price tag?
Our average price is $18.8 million, average across the board.
Okay, and can I ask you, how long have you been looking after the Murdochs for?
15 years.
15 years?
Yeah, 20 maybe.
What was the top 3 things you spoke about at the conference today?
Top 3 things was know your client, go where your client is, stay with your client, follow your client. Right, so to me that's very important. Most people forget that. Never stop knocking on doors in a nice and polite way, but never stop knocking because you can't stop networking and you can't stop working.
You're still on the chase, even though you run an attraction business, you're still on the chase, hunting business down.
Daily, hourly, minute by minute, all the time. It's what I love, so it's not work, it's fun.
You've made passion your paycheck, haven't you?
Passion, my paycheck. I love that. Yes.
You love that?
Yeah, I love that.
All right, you can. We've taken a lot from you.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to give you that one, Dolly. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, gang. All righty, gang. In around 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to finish off here. I want to thank Industry Media for this first-time technology. Attila and Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to thank Susan, who's streaming this on Instagram. I want everyone to know, for me, what success is in business is always be learning, not ABC. We were brought up ABC, always be closing. For me, it's always be educating. You're either educating yourself or you're either educating the client, because what people want now is someone that is the smartest person on the park. And I'm saying to you, listen to me very carefully. What business is about in 2018 is attention. We are in the business of attention. As Gary Vaynerchuk says, we're day trading attention. And what the best people are doing is, if you want to win, you got to stand out to win out. And I believe that we've got more platforms now than any other time for you to become a rock star. Sunday Night Rant
We're going to leave you at this point. The rain's coming down. The reality is I haven't had lunch and I haven't had a beer and I want to get ready for tomorrow. I want to thank everyone here at News Corp. A big final hello. Yes. Greg, thank you so much on behalf of the real estate. Hey, by the way, real estate gym, Susan, have we got the doors open? Guys, hit that button. The real estate gym is open for AREC, realestategym.com.au. We might put that in there. We're taking people in over this AREC season. Gang, enough. Advertisements over. See you later. Signing off.